call me the creator that SHON is. I was just trying to let you know.
I got you.
Trying to represent. My pops is in the military, so I grew up in the military basically. I was born at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, Colorado. 2 months later I started traveling, and ever since then I've been traveling. So, world travel, very privileged in that respect, black man, because, most people who look like me don't get to see half of what I've seen, so it's been a blessing, the journey that I've been on. The reason I got into filmmaking is because I've had an idea about a black science fiction movie. When I call it black science fiction, it's just that the hero or heroes are black. I'm a very multicultural person by way of what I told you about earlier. So for me, everything that I do is global. My whole thinking and my whole lifestyle has been global before that was a popular term. So of course my movie will reflect my background and my way of viewing life. People who know who they are or are approaching to know who they are, and people who just want to create beautiful work, you know what I'm saying? Egos, every time my ego steps up, I check it, and if I don't check it, I expect the people around me who love me to check it. But I don't deal with ego. I want to deal with people who, they're nice at what they do, they approach the table humbly, and we knock some stuff out the park. Joy, who I just did this first project with, is a diva. Cut and dry, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everybody knows her, and who meets her, that's the first thing that comes to her mind. But she ain't on no high post shit. That's not been my experience with this woman. This woman is a taskmaster because she knows what she wants, but she's also sweet as gold, and approached it, even though she's a diva, she still approached it with humility. It's difficult to be anything but humble in the presence of that sort of greatness, because her and Evan, who's also a ridiculously talented artist, and a cinematographer, Jafari, and Ronnie Nicole, who's a consummate filmmaker herself, but who produced this, like, these people are sick with it. Ingrid, Sibley, and her, Damon, like, these people are crazy with it, and nobody came to this set with ego. That's what I want to work with. I need to work with professionals like that, who know what they got, know what they're walking with, but just come to it like, fall back, let me do me. My future, and my right now, as it's manifesting in this now, is abundance, and good filmmaking, good storytelling, beautiful artwork, well-written, well-articulated, characters, character-driven pieces that we just don't see with people like us in mind, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm going. Maybe working with Hot, Heavy, and Bad again, because this was such a beautiful first experience. I hope that we get to revisit, and I hope that we get to extend the magic, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that it can be recreated, but it might be extended. So in terms of bridging the gap, be it cultural, be it youth, like age to elders, to bridge any gap, the person who's most awake needs to take the first step. Elders complain about insolent youth, about how these kids today this, these kids today that, you know what I'm saying? And although I'm 37, I still feel like a youth too, you know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate the annoyance that is generated between these generations, because one is talking about one, and the young people are like, I don't need to hear what old people got to say. The truth is that we need each other. Youth can give plenty of wisdom to elders, and elders need to be open to that. And elders always just from being on the planet 5 minutes longer than anybody else, automatically gives you the benefit of being older. So I think that it's beneficial for human beings, regardless of what their differences are, what their perceived gaps are. I think a better approach is drop your guard. The gap between human beings starts to lessen, and you realize that every single human being that you meet has a message for you. Every person, even the person that you think is a bum on the street, got a story for you if you were to spend 5 minutes just talking to them. I'm not suggesting that you do you, live your life. What I am saying though is that in order for us to bridge any gap, we need to get rid of our egos.